Broadcast audio on. Going to call this meeting to order. What are we calling the roll this evening? Or are we just going straight to number one? Are we calling roll? It's not on here.
Councilmember Clevenger,
Here.
Councilmember Roberts,
Here.
Councilmember Clark,
Here.
Councilmember Plumby, Councilmember Graves,
Here.
Councilmember Saper, here. Councilmember Tull,
Here.
Councilmember Smith,
Here.
7 present, 1 absent.
Thank you. The only item we have on the open agenda is number 2. Kim.
Budget amendment, Armor Road Storm Drain Collapse, resolution number 21063.
I was going to say, now you got to call on yourself to call it.
Call myself, call on Anthony.
I call on the Public Works Director, Anthony Sands.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. The only item on the agenda tonight is for replacement of a collapsed storm line along Armor Road. There is a visual depression occurring in the road on the surface, which was noticed, and after some investigation with closed-circuit TV, we were able to identify there is a collapse in the main. And I attached a picture of the collapsed area to the memo. The rest of the video shows a longitudinal crack along the entire length of the storm pipe, and then lots of kind of missing pieces along the way, if you will. Staff recommends replacing this main. We have a cost estimate from our contractor for $140,000 to replace it, and we are requesting a budget amendment to do such.
Thank you. Councilmember Clevenger.
A couple of things. Thank you for bringing this forward, and thanks staff for looking into this. Who actually noticed it when the pooling was the cyclists on the bike lane, and it was pooling there, and then plus with the construction over there at the Gallery Loft, which had nothing to do with this, obviously. But the question that I have is, and I'm definitely in favor of approving getting this done. I know, like on our streets and our street condition from attending the road district meeting, that we have a report card on like our street conditions and things like that. Do we have, and I mean, I'm not sure, Anthony's pretty new on this too, but do you guys know if we have a plan in place to address or look at these pipes, the storm sewer, the water pipes, to see what condition they're in and to see which ones need to be addressed quickly and ones that are okay? I mean, like a report card system. Do we have anything like that coming down the pipe?
So actually, in your budget submission,
haven't
within
got
the
that far.
proposed budget, there is a stormwater study that is proposed to identify, to hope to catch these things up the river, no pun intended, to be able to do more proactive audit of our stormwater system so that we have an understanding of the condition, and if there's anything like this that we don't, sometimes we are unaware of these type of failures until there's a visible indicator that something is happening. This pipe has been disintegrating for quite some time, but it wasn't until the depression started to really make itself well known. And just to kind of give a little bit more context to this particular issue, had the bike lane not been there, this issue probably would have been discovered earlier because vehicles would have been driving on it. So there are a lot of variables to understand how things are progressing underground. And yes, to your point, Councilmember Clevenger, this is the first of several studies to help us understand what is the current status of our infrastructure. Are there pieces that are disintegrating that we haven't seen a physical indicator that we can see with our eyes? Get underground and take a real good look at what's under the ground.
Thank you. And I hadn't got all through the budget yet, so thank you for letting me know on that. Appreciate it.
Councilmember Roberts.
Actually, Tony can go first.
I have no doubt it needs to be repaired. The only question I have, in your opinion, is this a reasonable bid off?
I'm sorry,
Is this bid a reasonable amount to ask for
yes,
the repair?
yes, I believe so, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Councilmember Roberts.
Move to approve.
Second.
Further comments? Councilmember Graves.
I just have one quick question. I'm in favor of it, but actually two quick questions, I guess. A, how long will it take? And B, since it's on Armor Road, like how will it affect traffic? We're gonna have to close traffic lanes.
We may have to get into one lane. We'll have to determine that as we get down further to the pipe. The pipe is actually pretty deep compared to how the size it is. Initial estimates from the contractor don't anticipate having to go outside the curb, but as we get into it, we could discover more. It's a collapsed pipe that's been carrying stormwater, so there might be some voids that we have to address, so it could expand out. So it kind of remains to be seen how far we'll get outside the bounds. Time frame, it's our on-call contractor, so we can address it pretty quick. I hate to just throw out a number out there, but.
Yeah, sorry to put you on the spot.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it's something that's gonna take like weeks or days, I guess.
I would say a month would probably give it as much time as it needs. Yeah.
Okay, we got you quoted on that.
I,
Thank
of
you.
course.
Yeah.
Once you say it on YouTube, it's there forever.
Right.
Any further councilmember comments? Seeing none, there's a motion second. All those in favor, please say yes.
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 Opposed, no. Motion carries. Next item, please.
Give me 1 second, I have to write all this down. Who had the second on that one? Item number 3, consideration of a request to hold and recess into an executive session as requested by the interim city administrator to be held on this date on a personnel matter pursuant to Missouri Revised Statutes 610.0213.
So moved.
Second.
Second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say yes.
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 Opposed, no.
Oh, I have
I'm
to do
sorry.
roll call. Sorry.
Please. Call the roll, please.
Okay,
trying to get-
I have who was the first, who was the second on this one?
Wes.
Wes.
Thank you. Councilmember Clevenger?
Yes, ma'am.
Councilmember Roberts?
Yes.
Councilmember Clark?
Yes.
Councilmember Graves?
Yes.
Councilmember Saber?
Yes.
Councilmember Tull?
Yes.
Councilmember Smith?
Yes.
For those watching, the millions watching around home, at home, there will be no, the live stream's going to stop. There will be no farther public business for the evening except adjournment. So you will miss nothing, but the stream will be stopping. Thank you. There we go.